Hello, everybody. My name is Sam Butero, and welcome to PuzzleVAI. I made this channel with the thought of pitting humans versus artificial intelligence vis-a-vis puzzles. And, as AI is the breakthrough technology of the 21st century by a lot of people's accounts, and it is supposed to revolutionize our world. It's supposed to occupy every aspect of everyday life. I could go on and on and on and on. But as a middle school math teacher, I want to look at artificial intelligence as a tool. And I want to see how it thinks and maybe what it could teach us about math, logic, and problem solving, being that it doesn't understand a lot of the puzzles that have been around for centuries, some of them. So I find it incredibly interesting. I hope you do too. I'm going to pose certain puzzles to Gemini, and I can do it to ChatGPT and Claude as well. For now, I'm just going to start with Gemini. I think as it evolves, we could kind of see how different AIs respond to different problem-solving sets. But for now, I'm just going to stick with Gemini so it stays consistent. And if Gemini doesn't get it right away, I think part of the fun is to see, as I query it more and more, to see if I can lead it to try to understand it, and we'll take it from there. Anyway, if you enjoy puzzles, brain teasers, you're just curious how good AI really is, I hope you find this entertaining. So first, I'm starting with this particular puzzle book. I want to give the author credit. World's Greatest Puzzles by Charles Barry Townsend, copyright 1992, and it's a cute puzzle book. The library at my girls' elementary school was giving books away at the end of the year. I saw this and picked it up. And here is our first puzzle I found particularly interesting. And it goes like this. It says, Lonesome George has been going in circles trying to solve this one. Let's help him out. Place 2 pennies on numbers 1 and 2 and 2 dimes on numbers 8 and 10. We have to make these 4 coins change places in just 18 moves. The rules for moving the coins are, you can move 1 coin at a time to any numbered circle on any straight line. You can move any coin during a turn, but you can't move the same coin twice in a row. The big no-no is that at no time can a penny and a dime come to rest on the same line at the same time. And the puzzle book goes on to say you have 15 minutes to solve this. And mind you, this was at an elementary school library, which I also find interesting in its own right. So let's go ahead and go to Gemini, and we're going to go and we're going to put in here upload file. This I just called it puzzle 1. There it is. We're going to open it. And I'm going to say, please solve this. And let's see what it says. Okay. We need to swap the positions of the 2 pennies with the 2 dimes in 18 moves, following the constraints that no coin moves twice in a row and a penny and dimes to never share. Never share the same straight line simultaneously. Okay, so it sets it up. Let P1, P2 be the pennies and D1, D2 be the dimes. Initial positions, P1, P2, target positions. Okay, fairly interesting setup. The pennies end up at positions 8 and 10, and the dimes ends up. Okay, so this is the setup. Now, let's go down here and say, hold on a second, Gemini. I thought this was how it was supposed to go. Watch this. Watch this. So looking at this right now, again, this is my first time doing it. So let's see now, though. Let's put in the solution that we have and see how Gemini reacts to that. And I'm going to say, I thought this was the solution. So it doesn't seem to have absorbed my whole solution there. Hold on a second. I don't know why it only took 4 of them. Command, copy. That's why this stuff gets hard. Command, paste. There's no line connecting 3 to 9. Let's go look again. There's no line connecting 3. Okay, so 3 to 9, but goes through 6. So it doesn't like the fact that this goes from 3 to 9. It's saying that you can't do that, but there's nothing saying we can't do that. I don't know why it's saying we can't do that. I don't see my solution violating any constraints. I think you are wrong. Please check your answer again. So it keeps saying, when we check your proposed sequence against these established connections, we encounter there's no 3 to 9. I'm going to say, wait, it goes 3, 6, 9 in a line. It goes, but the line goes 3 to 6 to 9. So you can go from 3 to 9. What's the problem? Let's see what it says now. Lines on the board define the path. If you look at the segment between 3 and 9, you'll notice that the line does not go straight from 3 to 9. It's interrupted by circle 6. In these type of logic puzzles, moving along a straight line means moving to an adjacent connected circle. Because circle 6 sits on the path between 3 and 9, you cannot move a coin directly from 3 to 9 in a single move. You would have to stop at 6 first. Why the sequence breaks down? Because the sequence treats 3 to 9 as a single legal move. It attempts to bypass the intermediate junction at circle 6. Applying the same logic to the rest of the sequence, the paths identified as direct connections in your steps are actually multiple segments that require stopping at intermediate circles. This rule states you can only move to a numbered circle on any straight line, and the lines only connect directly between adjacent circles as drawn. Any move that skips an intermediate circle is not a legal move. Wait, was that one of the rules? Did it say that you can't jump a circle? Where in the rules did it say you couldn't jump a circle? You can move one coin at a time to any numbered circle on any straight line. You can move a coin during a turn, but you can't move the same coin twice in a row. Okay, so it doesn't say. It says we can move from circle to circle, but it has nothing about moving through a circle. Nothing in the rules. Wait, did it add to that? It attempts to intermediate junctions. What did it say? The lines are, if you look at the segment between 3 and 9, you'll notice the line does not go straight. It is interrupted by 6. And now Gemini is telling us that in these types of puzzles, moving along a straight line means moving to an adjacent connected circle. Why is it assuming that? Why is it just saying that, oh, no, in these puzzles, this is what happens? Why can't I move from 3 to 9 in a single move and I have to stop at 6 first? So I see this as move to a numbered circle on any straight line is perfectly fine. Yes, that's the rule. Okay, so we're all good with where we're at here. So now let's go to ChatGPT and see what it says here. Okay, so we're going to say add photos puzzle open. Please solve this. Okay. ChatGPT's thinking. Interesting. Okay, ChatGPT taking significantly longer. I don't know if you guys can read all this. I start by ChatGPT's chewing on this one for a minute. That's for sure. Look at this. Still working on it. And I have it set on instant down here too. Look, it's on instant. Okay. ChatGPT with the solution. It says 2 to 3. Now, let's see. Let's go back to Gemini's. Let's see. Wait, where was Gemini's answer? Oh, that was me. That was what I did. So look at Gemini's answer. Okay. So it came up with all that, right? So Gemini's first move was 1 to 3, then 8 to 7. Look at ChatGPT. So now let's go back real quick. What was my solution? 2 to 3, 8 to 5, 10 to 7, 3 to 9. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Exactly what I got. Exactly. So ChatGPT took much longer, but got the right answer. Okay, you see that? ChatGPT got the right answer. Gemini totally did not. Okay, now let's see. Is the answer. Okay. Yep, that's the Métis move answer. Nice catch. Oh, look, it says nice catch. Did I miss that? Pennies? Oh, that's the same thing. Dimes on 1 and 2, pennies on 8 and 10. Pennies, yep. Boom, boom, boom. Everything syncs up on ChatGPT. So now let's say this. Let's tell ChatGPT, because you see how Gemini is like so indignant? So look at this. Let's go back to Gemini. And now we're going to, watch this. We're going to copy this whole thing. We're going to copy that. We're going to go back to ChatGPT. Here's Gemini's answer and argument that it is having with me. Okay, let's paste that in there. Oops. Wait, is that the bottom? There we go. LOL, what do you think? I don't know what's down here. Oh, okay. So we're just going to put that in there. Gemini's answer is busted, buddy. The fatal error is move A, DT96. Look at this. Okay, so ChatGPT says Gemini's answer is totally wrong. It doesn't even address the fact that Gemini is all confused about this. So let's see. Oh, look at, here's Gemini. You're absolutely right. I owe you an apology for the errors in my previous analysis. My logic was flawed. I failed to correctly track the state of the board, and I incorrectly dismissed your sequence while providing an invalid one of my own. Thank you for holding me accountable and pointing out the specific move where my sequence failed the occupied spot rule. To ensure I'm providing accurate assistance moving forward, could you please clarify if you would like to continue investigating this specific puzzle together, or if you prefer to move on to a different topic? Okay, so Gemini lost 100%. Here's the apology for completely botching it. You got the confirmation from ChatGPT. Gemini, what did it say? Gemini is confidently hallucinating the finish line. Ouch. Yeah, so that being said, ChatGPT comes out the winner. Took much longer to think about it, but still got the correct answer, while Gemini got the incorrect answer and then proceeded to argue with me about how to solve the puzzle. So, great stuff. I love that. First day and all kinds of drama and intensity, at least if you're a math person like me. I think that's just fascinating how, smartest computers in the world still fumbling this stuff that, puzzles in a book I found at elementary school. But anyway, point being, I also love how ChatGPT can analyze it for us as well and say, hey, it got it, no problem, with no lead-ins, no tricks. As you guys can tell, with my technological capabilities, what you see is what you get here. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to start making more of them, and see you soon.